WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center, Game 3 of Day 1 of the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic. Lucas Kinsey, Kent Johnson, ready to bring you Game 3 of the day. And this one has the possibility of being a shootout, Lucas. West Texas A&M at 6-1, averages 80 points a game. Oklahoma Baptist comes in at 3-1, 76 points a game. Oklahoma Baptist coming in off a solid win off a very good Washburn team. And the Buffs this past Tuesday just annihilated Midwestern State 94-74, probably their most all-around game of the year, going back to the Damon game, which was just a slugfest. But Midwestern State, they played that game on their terms and took it to the Mustangs.
They really did. You know, they got a great shooting performance, obviously, from Zach Tucson, a career high 27 points for Zach. But as a team, a couple of things that stood out. We were calling for more assists, right? Share that basketball, get everybody involved. They did that. They had 24 assists, and they only had 10 turnovers. Meanwhile, they forced turnovers. They forced 16 Midwestern State turnovers, turned those into points. They held the Mustangs to under 40% shooting. And so we saw the best of both ends for Tom Brown's team, defense and offense. Now, for Jason Eaker's team, for Oklahoma Baptist, the Bison, you mentioned a 3-1 record. They're the preseason favorites in the GAC to win the conference. Last year, made the NCAA tournament, got a taste. They were bounced early by Lubbock Christian, by a very good Lubbock Christian team. But this is a team that returns a lot of talent. They may have a few injuries today, and that could play a big factor in this. But they had two players out injured the other night when they defeated Washburn on the road. So they still have plenty of firepower. And the guy that we're keeping an eye on today, Kent, is Burke Putnam. He's a 6'3" senior, originally from Tulsa, transferred from Valdosta State. And he's having a pretty good start to the season, averaging 25 points a game. He scored 22 and had 9 rebounds in that win over Washburn. He's 6'3", but he's extremely athletic, good on both sides.
And one of the injured players you mentioned was a starter, Harrison Stoddard, a 6'7" senior from Edmond, averages 10 points and 5 rebounds a game. Let's meet the starting lineup for this afternoon's contest. First, the visitors, the Bisons of Oklahoma Baptist in their 4th season under head coach Jason Eaker. They'll start at one guard, Jaquan Sims, a 6'3" senior from Covington, Georgia. Sims averages 10.5 points, 4 rebounds. The second guard, Burke Putnam, 6'3" senior from Tulsa. He averages a team-high 24.5 points, 7.5 rebounds. The third guard, Trey Green, a 6'2" sophomore from Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Green averages 2.5 points, 2.8 rebounds. The forward is Nigel Cox, a 6'6" junior from Alpharetta, Georgia. Wilcox averages 7.5 points, 8 rebounds a game. And the center is Justin Tenney, a 6'9" junior from Dakar, Senegal, averaging 6.5 points, 6 rebounds a game. The Bisons average 76 points a game. They're allowing 71. They're out-rebounding their opponent by 8.5 rebounds a game. For the Buffaloes, it's the same starting 5 we saw last Tuesday. At one guard, Jason Awuzie, a 6'5" freshman from Roanoke, Texas. Awuzie averages 6.7 points, 4.6 rebounds. He had 10 against Midwestern State. Julius Brown's the point guard. Juju's a 5'10" junior from Westerville, Ohio. He averages 15.1 points, 3.3 rebounds. He had 5 assists against Midwestern State to go with 12 points and 5 rebounds. The third guard, Zach Tucson, 5'11" sophomore from Johnsburg, Illinois. Tucson averages 14.7 points, 2.5 rebounds. He was 5'11" on three-pointers against Midwestern State. The fourth guard, Hayden Blankley, 6'6" sophomore from Sydney, Australia. Blankley averages 3.7 points, 5.9 rebounds. Rounding out the starting 5 at guard, Larry Wise. transfer from the University of North Texas. 6'4", sophomore from Waxahachie. He averages 16.3 points, 5.6 rebounds. His season high thus far, 26 against the Western Colorado Mountaineers. Buffs, of course, in their 8th season under head coach Tom Brown, they have made consecutive Elite 8 appearances. And I'll be honest, the way they have started this year, they have all the makings that they could, if the chips fall their way, they can make it back there again this year, despite the turnover in the roster.
Yeah, for West Texas A&M, they've been able to bring in new players that match exactly what Tom Brown and Chris Gove and his staff want to do. And even though this year's team has, as you said, some differences, they really are bigger. They're bigger inside. They're able to maybe score inside in different ways that they could not do in the past few seasons. I think their defense is just as good, if not better. They're trying to learn, trying to figure out exactly how each player plays, but just like with Juju Brown, Julius, in his last game, we saw him get out in transition, find open teammates, kind of that part of his game. See a little bit from a distributing standpoint. I think it'll be interesting today to see if they continue that hot shooting. You mentioned Oklahoma Baptist missing some players. Here's another player that they're missing today is Brantley Thompson, the senior from Tuttle. Did not play Tuesday, and he's an NABC All-District player from last year, averaged 14 points and 4 rebounds a game. This season was averaging 19 points per game, so they're going to be missing some firepower. However, you'll find this out quickly with Jason Eaker's teams. They play extremely hard, especially on the defensive end, and so they do a good job. The Buffs play so good at home, though, so it's good. It's important for Oklahoma Baptist. They've got to have a strong start.
Tom Brown has only lost one game. Should say Tom Brown coached teams have only lost one game in the WT PaK-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic. Let's see what happens this afternoon as the green-clad Bison have first possession. Just underway here at the First United Bank Center. They go it inside to Tenney, who is behind Hayden Blankley. The big guy had an easy lay-in. 6'9", native of Dakar, Senegal, gets the first bucket of the game.
They're going to see half-court man-to-man defense. Strong players for Oklahoma Baptist.
Juju steps back. His 2 is good. He was straddling the line.
Julius Brown.
So it's going to be some strength for OBU against some quickness and athleticism on the other side for WT.
Offensively, OBU wants to play the half-court game. The Buffs want to get them trying to run a little bit, force some turnovers, and we're about to see one right there as Burke Putnam almost lost the ball. Here's Green, goes in the corner to Wilcox. In the paint, the hook rolls around, no good. Ewuzie with the rebound. And the outlet to Brown. Ewuzie up top, tied at 2, 18:45 to play in the first.
Good matchup there with Brown and Putnam.
Yeah. Brown backs up, shot clock at 10. Step back from 15, no good. Ewuzie gets the rebound, tries to find Wise, was falling down and threw it away. Green kicks it back to Wilcox. Here's Putnam on the wing. Strong drive off the glass, no good. Ewuzie with the rebound. His third at the other end. Wise for 3, knocks it down.
Larry Wise.
Out of transition, Wise pulled up and popped it.
Yeah, that's the luxury WT has. Every lineup they put on the floor, you're going to have 4 shooters at the same time, if not 5.
And there a pass inside for Tenney, deflected by Wise, controlled by Ewuzie. Let's go the other way. Wise in the paint is fouled.
Bison foul.
And did they get...
Jason Eaker saying he wasn't fouled. He said he just lost the ball. He did lose the ball, and I think he was hit.
There's a reason he lost the ball. Trey Green picks up the foul, his first. Bison's first as a team. Inbound to Tucson, quick release. Can't get it to go.
Strong rebound by Green.
Yeah, good rebound.
guarantee this, Kent, you're going to see two very passionate head coaches today, Coach Eaker and Coach Brown.
Eaker can get intense. Here's Green on the wing, guarded by Wise. Goes baseline to Wilcox. Back outside, Sims for three. Air ball.
Well, they need Sims' production. The senior from Covington, Georgia, only averages 8 points a game on the season, but at Washburn earlier this week, 17 points. He made 5 3-pointers.
Buffs basketball tied at 5. 17-10 to play in the first. Brown, pull up from 15, no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Bison. Kevon Booker replacing Hayden Blankley for the Buffs. Justin Tenney returns to the lineup, replacing Trey Green for the Bison.
So how long is it before we see a slam dunk here with Kevon in the lineup? You got to block him out.
I think Tenney can probably get up there too. Here's Wise on the wing. Shot clock at 10. Step back three. Knock it down, Larry Wise.
There's not much you can do about that defensively. You're covering everyone else up. Larry recognizes it. Just that's one-on-one basketball.
DJ Freeman to Tenney. Lob inside to Wilcox. He's double teamed. Kicks it back to Freeman. Sims with 8 on the shot clock to Tenney. Back to Sims. Tucson all over him. 2 on the shot clock. Shot blocked by Williams. Buffs basketball. Talk about the little things that win basketball games right there. Dalen Williams blocking a shot at the buzzer, denying Oklahoma Baptist an opportunity to score.
That was outstanding help. You know, the Bison thought they'd gotten around Tucson. There was a shot opening, and Williams closed that opening.
8-2 Buffs. Brown looks up top to Wise. Shot clock at 8. Here's Cameron Bell at the line from about 12. He's going to be fouled.
And that was with 3 seconds on the shot clock. The Bison were playing pretty good defense. Cameron Bell is going to get 2 free throws after a media timeout.
Justin Tenney picks up his first, team second. Full timeout on the floor. 8-2 our score. WT leading Oklahoma Baptist. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Well, Oklahoma Baptist scored the first 2 points inside. Since then, it's an 8-0 run by West Texas A&M. Their defense is holding the Bison down, Kent. It's been a scoring drought of nearly 4 minutes for OBU.
OBU 1 of 5 from the floor, as you mentioned. The first shot they took is the only shot they've made. 1 of 5. The Buffs, meanwhile, 3 of 6 from the floor. And hello, Larry Wise, 2 of 2 from three-point range as Cameron Bell goes to the free throw line. He's 5 of 5 this season. And he heard me as he misses the first. Jason Eaker working on Kevin McGill over along the OBU bench. Kevin McGill, Derek Dunbar, and Jarrett Howell, our officiating crew tonight. Cameron knocks down the second. Makes the Buff lead 7 at 9-2.
See if the Bison can get Burke Putnam going. Again, 25 points a game, and they need a scoring production today.
There's Freeman to Green, running the weave. They kick it back to an open Freeman. He wants to drive. His finger roll's too strong. Williams with the rebound for the Buffs, and here they come. Brown at the top. Left wing to Bell. OBU and man defense. Brown starts to drive. Shot clock nears 10. Wise up top. Gets a screen from Williams. He's in the paint. Kicks it outside to Bell. High arcing three. No good. And there is Booker elevating for the slam.
I was wondering if he was ever going to come down. That is incredible.
You're watching the arc of the ball, and you see this white body just elevate above the rim, and boom, baby, on the way down. 11-2 Buffaloes. Here's Putnam. His shot won't go in. Look who's got the rebound, Dalen Williams.
Most humans come down, right? Not Kavon.
He hung.
Gravity.
There's Wise for three.
Larry Wise.
This is a perfect start for...
This is a 14-0 run for the Buffs out of the gate. 5:21 the scoring drought for Oklahoma Baptist. Near side, Nigel Wilcox. Up top to Putnam. Wilcox is open. He's not going to shoot it out there. Shot clock down to 3. They kick it out to 10A. He knocks it down.
Well, and credit him because he knew as soon as it touched his hands, that was a quick release. He knew he had to get the shot off with just 1 second on the shot clock.
And he did. Here's Wise. Why not shoot another one?
Well, that's a mistake by Oklahoma Baptist. I mean,
how about 4 threes? He heard it was a choice of pecan or peanut butter pie.
Yeah. you know, Larry, with a pass fake, and the defense goes with the pass fake. You got to come out and guard the shooter in that case.
He is 4 of 4 from the line. All are threes and a charge.
Dalen Williams.
Dalen draws the charge.
Picks up his first personal with a player control.
Great defense to start this game for West Texas A&M.
On the Bison.
OBU, where are they going to get the relief from right now? Again, with 2 of their big players out today.
Trey Green picks up his second. Here's Booker. He pulls up, baseline, won't go, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out, Tucson. He'll pull up from 15. The floater won't go. Jack Pruitt, 6'6" junior from Moore, Oklahoma, gets the rebound. In the paint, Sims almost throws the ball away, still loose. Bison come up with it. Putnam with 8 on the shot clock.
Another charge.
Called for the charge. That's Larry Wise that took that one. If that wasn't a charge, it was going to be a block against Kavon Booker. Kavon still got the basketball.
They just changed the call, Kent.
They did.
Without going to a review, let's look at this again. Was the defender underneath? Wise was set, but they're going to say that he was too far in the restricted area. Is that what that is?
They're going to look here. To me, if you're calling the block, you call it on Kavon for jumping in.
For the personal foul of the Buffaloes, Larry Wise.
But if it's on Wise, he was set unless he was inside the arc. And that's what you got to think of, which is hard to do when you're looking at is he moving or not.
So they do get the foul against WT, but Putnam misses that free throw. Slow offensive start here for OBU. Just 2 of 9 from the field. And 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Putnam makes that one.
Buffs lead 17-5. 12.5 to play here in the first. Addison Wallace in the lineup for the Buffs. Hayden Blankley's returned. Hayden puts one up. It's a little short. Bisons with the rebound. Sims gets it to Green. To Tenney inside. Blocked by Booker, but I think someone hooked Tenney's arm as he went up. Yes, they're going to.
Is it Cameron Bell?
This one on Cameron. He hooked the arm as Tenney was going up, negating Booker's blocked shot. 11:50 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 17-5. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Is the largest history.
Bud Light, proudly brewed.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Right now, the fans doing the flex with the flex cam at the First United Bank Center. The West Texas A&M Buffaloes have been flexing Kent on both sides of the floor, offensively and defensively. They lead Oklahoma Baptist 17-5 at the 11:50 mark here in the first half.
And you talk about both ends of the floor. They're out rebounding the Bison 10-3. Holding the Bison to 22%, 2 of 9 from the floor. Buffs 4 of 5 from three-point range. Largest lead has been 13. Currently stands at 12. As Justin Tenney goes to the line, he'll shoot twice. First shot's on the way, misses it. That was his first free throw opportunity of the season.
He's a junior, 6'9", 6 rebounds a game. A lot of seniors and juniors on this roster.
Missed them both. Hayden Blankley gets the ball and draws the foul. Nigel Wilcox trying to tie him up. Reaches in and pushes. That's his first. Team foul number 4 against the Bison. Non-shooting foul, Buffs basketball. Juju up top. Now Blankley feeds Awuzie down low. And Jesse draws the foul.
That was good patience in the low post there.
Goes against Justin Tenney, his second. Team foul number 5.
Yeah, the Bison cannot afford for Tenney to get in foul trouble because with their bench, they just don't have a lot of depth in terms of the post players.
Awuzie misses the first. Luke is talking about OBU head coach Jason Eaker. You go back to our last game with the Lady Buffs, and there's a lot of the Kelvin Sampson tree.
Yeah. You know, for Coach Eaker, 2004, 2005 is where he started. He was a graduate assistant at Oklahoma under Kelvin Sampson. Then he went to Liberty, and he was the assistant coach at Liberty for 6 years. Ends up over at OBU, and then the OBU connection for him. His dad, Alan, played on the 1966 national championship team for OBU.
And I mentioned the last game, of course, Josh Prock was on Kelvin Sampson's staff as a GA back 99 through 02 or so.
So it's okay if this weekend I say Boomer Sooner, maybe even tomorrow, Kent?
Yeah. Bedlam game tomorrow. Addison Wallace picks up his first, team second. Here's Sims, kicks it back outside to Putnam. Guarded by Julius Brown.
Yeah, Juju's doing a really good job defensively on Putnam. He's not able to shake free the defense right now.
Here's Trey Green, gets around Addison. Takes it inside, turnaround dunk by Freeman is missed.
Yeah, Weezy blocked it.
Jesse had something to do with that. Wallace wants a screen. Drives baseline, goes underneath, puts it off the glass. He was a little bit too far under the board. Bison come the other way. Wilcox up top to Putnam. And we're going to have a foul on Julius Brown. Little push.
A little bit of a hand.
That's Juju's first, third, actually the fourth as a team for the Buffs. Larry Wise returns to the lineup, replacing Addison Wallace.
You know, Julius is averaging 16 points a game for WT this season, but he's pretty good defensively.
Here's Sims in the paint, working on Tucson. Kicks it outside. Three, no good by Freeman. Trey Green gets the rebound and a fresh 20. A quick three by Wilcox, no good. Buffs with the rebound. Aweezy comes up with it to Wise. Little mid-range jumper, short, gets his own rebound. Tried to get it to Tucson, stolen away by Wilcox, who goes in for the charge. Ran over Zach for Nigel Wilcox. That's his second, the sixth against Oklahoma Baptist.
It looked like a good opportunity. They get the steal. OBU gets out and runs the fast break, but Zach was there. He slid over and took that charge. Did a nice job. Here's the replay
Here
on
we
it.
go. Yep.
And you know, that's a situation where you take that pull-up jump shot if you're Wilcox.
Or go in for the slam if you're Jesse Aweezy. Oh. Hide the women and children.
I think he got extra whipped cream there before he flushed that one down. Goodness. Strong start for Aweezy.
See that one when we got a break in the action. There's a steal. Here comes Tucson. He doesn't have numbers. It doesn't matter. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Buffs basketball.
Yeah,
this.
See if we got that dunk here by Jesse.
Emphatic. This is like Kent Johnson going back for more pie yesterday. Yes. Thank you.
Brown thought about the three, thought better of it.
Quick reminder that Jesse Aweezy is a true freshman.
Juju short, Blankley with the rebound. Kicks it out to Tucson. Locks, fires, misses. Freeman with the rebound for OBU, and we've got a timeout called by Oklahoma Baptist. 8:54 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 20-5. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Kind of loose until they pick up the ball.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffaloes lead it 20-5. It's a 20-3 run, KJ, over the last 10.5 minutes. And I just can't say enough about the defense right now of West Texas A&M. They're holding OBU to 16% shooting, 2 of 12 from the field, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. No easy shots here for the Bison.
This is a team that scores in the upper 70s, and they have 5 through the first 12 minutes of this game. Almost saw a turnover. Here's Putnam for 3. No good. Oklahoma Baptist with 5 turnovers thus far. Blankley, his 3 won't go.
It's a good look in transition, though.
Buffs shooting 45% from the field. Putnam.
Illegal screen. You know, they're having to set a lot of these screens up top here for Putnam just to try to get him free of Juju. He cannot shake Julius Brown. He's got 1 foul called against Julius, but other than that.
And something that Jason Eaker doesn't want to have happen is his big guys getting in foul trouble, and the 6'9" Justin Tenney just picked up his third. That's one advantage that he's got over WT is height inside.
Well, he's pretty frustrated right now as his big man is going to the bench.
Williams inside, he charges.
And now Tom Brown's not happy. I told you we had some passionate head coaches, and we also have a passionate player. They teed up someone.
Did they tee it up, or did they overturn the call? That's what they did. Kevin McGill came in and called the block. Yeah.
And this is not going to be.
And Jason Eaker is tracking down Kevin McGill here.
Thus will be in the bonus.
Not a good situation.
Yeah, let's stay here for just a second because they're gonna review this. We'll reset things for you if we can. We'll see if we can get that last replay and you can play block or charge. But 20-5 is the score. 7:59 to play. And here's a look at the last play here, KJ.
Okay, let's see where the feet are. That's a big. He's in the arc, isn't he? Which would make it a block.
You know, sometimes on those bang-bang plays, did that putt just go in?
It did.
We just had a fan win steaks for a year. Is that right?
young lady.
Made a putt from full court length. Wow. That might be the shot of the day. No matter what.
Player of the game right there.
In this game. Stakes for a year,
wow.
Kent Johnson. I'm jealous.
Okay, we're still waiting to see what the call was.
Yeah, block or charge, it becomes very hard. Here, we caught the tail end of this last one here on this putt. Look at this. Do your putts do this, Kent Johnson?
Look at it, hit the board and rolled in.
Your dad always says, use the backboard.
But they're still over looking at the...
While Dalen Williams is ready to shoot free throws.
Yeah.
So they overturned it and called the foul against Oklahoma Baptist.
Yep.
Against Trey Green.
Wow, that's going to be Green's third.
Oh, yikes. So 10A has 3 and Trey Green has 3. Green's still on the court. At this point, Jason Eaker, he might have to say, I've got to keep you out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, with Harrison Stoddard unable to go and Brantley Thompson, two of their key players.
So Williams at the line, a 77%er. Shooting the and one. They gave him the bucket.
So the only thing that went in there was the putt. Free throw missed.
There's a lob inside. Now they kick it outside. Sims for 3. Knocks it down. And OBU needed a score. Ended a 4:34 scoring drought. Makes it 22-8. Here's Brown. Step back from 12, and they're going to say that Juju pushed off. And I believe he did. That's his second personal. 5th team foul against the Buffaloes.
Okay, so 10A is going to come back in, and Coach Eaker will try to do this offense for defense subs. Obviously, you can't pick up a 4th foul with still 7.5 minutes.
It also means that you're hoping to control the tempo and make it a possession-by-possession half-court game, which WT will be trying not to do.
Williams nearly got a steal there. Quick hands. He, for a big guy, Dalen Williams, he's 6'9", but very quick feet and good hands, good soft hands.
Inbounds from the corner, comes up top to Freeman. Gives it back to Green. Wise is on him. Oh, there's a strong drive to the bucket. DJ Freeman. Got by his defender on the first step and extended those arms.
He's a freshman from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Midwest City, the Bombers.
Here's Zach, speaking of Bomber. Can't get it to fall, but Cavan with the rebound.
Yeah, Zach is still scoreless. He's 0 for 4 from the field so far.
Wise with 10 on the shot clock. He's perfect from 3.
Oh, my
5 of 5.
Larry Wise.
Thank you, Larry Wise. 15 of the Buffaloes, 24.
Wow. He's going to stamp that PaK-A-Sack Player of the Game with his name from the start.
That was 2 Bison that just ran into each other, and then a timeout was called. Tom Brown thought there was maybe a travel. That's what you call, Kent, a screen gone bad. I mean, that one.
2 guys running into each other.
Yes.
That's the Jersey Generals right there. Oh, 6:15 to play in the first. Buffs up 14. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Okay. Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. WT leading 24-10. They checked the last shot from Wise, and it was a 2, not a 3. So Larry with 14 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 4 for 4 from the three-point line. The Bison keep the basketball as they trail by 14.
8 on the shot clock. Putnam trying to drive on Bell. Step back from 15. Can't do it. Booker with the rebound.
Well, Putnam only has 1 point. Still doesn't have a field goal. He is having to work so hard to just get shots off.
Toussaint to Bell. Here's the lob to Booker, a little strong. Kavon went up for it, couldn't go up high enough.
Usually you can just throw anything up to Kavon, but that was a sloppy pass there.
It's the 4th Buffalo turnover. .5:35 to play in the first. Buffs up 24-10. Here's a 3, left wing, knocked down. Jaquan Sims has hit 2 in a row.
They're chipping away at this Buff lead, 24-13 now. Only lost the season for OBU at Missouri Western State, 74-71.
Wise gets a screen from Williams.
Don't leave him open.
He's got the 3. Missed that one. Booker with the rebound, and he pushed off to get space.
Kavon Booker picking up his first personal foul.
24-13. 5:04 to play in the first. Here's Green up top. Left wing to Wilcox. He's had the hot hand. Puts one up over Toussaint. Booker with the rebound. That's his 7th rebound in the half. Blankley, he'll try a 3. Too strong.
Another good look.
Sims with the rebound. Pass deflected by Cameron Bell, then he tried to save it.
Yeah, great
Probably
hustle.
just as well that he didn't save it because he flicked it back towards OBU's bucket.
Talking about Burt Putnam, made 19 starts last year for Valdosta State, averaged 12 points, 3 rebounds a game, shot 82% from the free throw line. You can tell he's really good, Kent. Right now, WT defensively, their game plan is to harass him and then help defense be there whenever he tries to make a turn.
And right now, Austin Shelley is drawing that duty. Here's Trey Green, banks it high off the glass. Well, the last 3 makes by Oklahoma Baptist have been 3-pointers, and they're back within 8.
It's the equalizer, right? The shot from downtown.
It does. Larry Wise has shown it 4 times. Here's Toussaint in the corner. His shot's blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Buffs could have come up with that, and they don't.
No, Trey Green out-hustles him.
Putnam in the paint. About throws it away. Tenney comes up with it. 3:30 to play in the first. Buffs up 8. Putnam gets it to Sims. To Green. He'll put up a 3.
Blankley's hobbling. Yeah, Blankley's hobbling.
Yeah, that right ankle or knee. There's another shot by the Bison. No good. Finally, Justin Tenney is fouled.
Uh-oh, that's not good. That's about as close as you can get to a technical foul, as Hayden, in frustration, just slammed the ball down. He's frustrated because he's hurt.
Yep.
Right now.
We've got a full timeout on the floor. 3:11 to play in the first. Buffs lead it 24-16. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Here's our lucky fan, Bryce.
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas. When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Well, here at the First United Bank Center, Game 3 of the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic. I had a feeling, Kent, that this would be a battle between West Texas A&M and OBU. That's exactly what we have. It's an 8-point game. It did not start that way, though. WT got out to a 20-5 lead.
Yeah, they were actually up 17 at the 8:01 mark, and over the last 5 minutes, Oklahoma Baptist has gone on a 6-0 run. They've made it an 8-point game at 24-16, and it's been because they've knocked down, well, not a lot of threes, but they've hit 3 in a row, and as a result, they've cut into this Buff margin.
And OBU is starting to play better defense against West Texas A&M as well.
The Buffs were shooting 46% from the field, 6 of 13. They have since gone 3 of 8, and that percentage has dropped down to 36%. Actually, they're 6 of 12 since that time. 24-16. The officials have gone to the monitor and made a review. Not exactly sure what it is, but we believe Hayden Blankley fouled Tenney. But I'm watching Kevin McGill, one of the officials, talking to Jason Eaker, and they're pointing to the Buffs end, and I'm wondering if somewhere along the line they ruled Wise's 2 to be a 3, because it's now 25-16.
Okay.
Is that plausible?
I think that's exactly what it is, because you look down and Larry has gone from 14 to 15.
He's now 5 of 6 from 3.
I mean, hey, just...
Yeah, I told him it was a 3.
Broadcasters by day, detectives by evening. I don't know, Ken.
Tenney missed the first, makes the second.
We just solved the mystery.
Buff basketball.
Coach Eaker in his 4th season at OBU, a 57-30 record. And his team competing hard here today after falling down by 17 points.
3 minutes to play here in the first.
Warning has been
got a bench warning.
So let me, I've said this before, I'll explain this one. From my days as an assistant coach, the officials will take a lot from the head coaches in terms of conversation, sometimes friendly, sometimes maybe not as much, but they will not take it from the assistant coaches. And they'll tell you very quickly, assistant coaches, you can keep it quiet and obviously stay down as well. That's what happened there.
And there Cameron threw it away. Putnam takes it all the way in and scores.
That's the explosiveness that we were told about with Burke Putnam.
And now we've got a 6-point ball game. 2.5 to play in the first. Wise in the corner to Tucson. He's been shut out, but not anymore.
And OBU was working so hard. The Buffs wanted to go inside to Oweezy, but OBU defensively was not allowing that to happen. Meanwhile, Zach Toussaint was open for 3.
Zach says, hey, I got my own trading card, and it's a 9-point game. Fadeaway by Putnam, no, but there's an offensive board by Wilcox. 8 on the shot clock. Putnam goes between Oweezy and Toussaint and lays it in.
Yeah, he liked that matchup from the time that he looked up and Zach was matched up on him. Putnam was going to the hole.
7-point Buff lead, 28-21, 1:33 to play here in the first. Bell to Wallace, on the wing to Wise, 6 on the shot clock. Wise has the ball knocked away.
And one of the reasons I'm watching right now, OBU, one of the reasons why they're having more success defensively, Kent, they are being extremely physical. In the post, denying on the wing, even guarding the ball handler. There's no sinking man-to-man right now. It is a in-your-grill man-to-man defense.
Lob in to Oweezy. He goes up, puts it off the glass.
Jesse Oweezy.
It's an isolation play there on the sideline. They cleared everyone out, threw it over the top.
1 minute to play in the first. Buffs by 9. Cameron Bell tries the steal, gets called for the hold. No, they got Larry Wise.
Yeah, they called a reach. I thought Cameron was the guilty player on picking up that foul, but
at the line shooting for Oklahoma Baptist, 1-1 opportunity.
Coming up the half, Lucas will rehash the Lady Buffs win over Western Colorado, or Fort Lewis rather. Joining him, new voice, Lady Buff assistant KK Connor.
That's right.
Jack Ruin in the game.
I don't know what's more entertaining, Kent, the coaches in this game or the play on the court. It's close.
Yeah, this is very similar to a Tom Brown Andre Cook standoff.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Or Johnny Estelle. Right?
Yes. Here's Austin Shelley, pull up, no good. Tried to draw the foul. Buffs get the rebound. Toussaint for 3.
How deep was that one?
Puts the Buffs back up by 10. Here's Putnam. That was an easy pull up, and he couldn't get it to fall.
It's going to stay with OBU. Man, Zach's last shot. You think this one was behind the three-point line?
It was way back there.
Goodness. Good job on our replays today. We're going to have an illegal screen before this ball is inbounded here for OBU. They've gotten in a lot of foul trouble. So the ball's going back to West Texas A&M, and that one was called on Freeman, DJ Freeman, the freshman from Midwest City.
That'll be his first.
Shot clock's turned off.
Cameron Bell out near midcourt, looking for Larry to come to him. 10 seconds to go. Wise has the ball. It's guarded by Wilcox. Turnaround from 15. Knock it down, Larry Wise. What a first half.
Okay, Kent, I'm gonna say what the kids would say nowadays. That shot from Larry was filthy. Filthy.
17 points in the first half for the Waxahachie native. Comes to Canyon via University of North Texas. Buffs lead back up to 12 at the half, 35-23. We'll take a timeout, come back. our halftime activities. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic right here on the LSC Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center, halftime of the men's game here. WT leading over Oklahoma Baptist by 12 points, 35-23 is your halftime score. We're being joined now by Lady Buffs Associate Head Coach Michaela Connor for West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs played the game previous to this one, and what a win it was today, Michaela. 93-46 for the Lady Buffs. Congratulations on that win. Happy Thanksgiving. Glad to have you up here.
Happy Thanksgiving. Glad to be here. Yeah, that was an awesome win.
So let's talk about the win, 93-46. It seemed like from the get-go, both offensively and defensively, there was this mindset for WT. We're going to be very aggressive, and it played out throughout the game.
Oh, yeah. We have been telling our girls, especially coming off 2 tough losses in Idaho, that, we got to get back to being our defensive selves and making that our offense. And I think we might have started out with 2 steals really early, and we told them that's going to help our offense to come. And I think everybody just playing confident and shooting their shots confident is really what helped us to get going, especially in that first quarter.
You had great balance today as well, several players. I mean, really, you're 3 players from scoring 1 more bucket away from having 6 in double figures. Taylor Williams had the great game today, obviously leading the way with 17 points. But talk about a couple of players here. Jayla Burgess, 9 points. Lauren Taylor, 9 points and 5 rebounds. And Carly Machenbacher with a great stat line of 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. when you're able to have the balance that you had today, talk about what a luxury that is, and really the confidence that the girls had today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just being able to kind of put in different lineups and put in different kids and still know that you're going to be great on the defensive end and great on the offensive end really helps us to be a great team. It's great that we feel like we can switch 1 through 5. We feel like all of our post players can guard the guards. Our guards can guard the post players. So it makes us a really versatile team. And we just try to use that to our advantage, whether it's on the defensive end and something specific or on the offensive end. We're trying to get it inside or isolate somebody. But it really has really helped us in that game.
Visiting with Michaela Connor for West Texas A&M, assistant head coach. And Michaela, obviously you come over with Coach PaK, your first season here in Canyon. Talk about your experience so far. Obviously, you know Coach PaK very well. Mm-hmm. But coming over, again, this gal here, don't let her lie to you. She was an incredible basketball player. The Lady Buffs played some great games against her when she was playing for Eastern New Mexico. But you make that transition. You come to WT. Talk about how that has been for you.
It's been amazing. The community has welcomed me, has welcomed our staff in a great way. I've always known that WT has been, the legendary women's basketball program just from playing against them. And once I got the opportunity to come here, I always thought it's an honor. And I just want to do what I can to help continue that legacy. But it really has been great. We have a great group of girls. They're really smart. They're really friendly. They're just really great people as well as great basketball players. So it makes my job really fun.
What are you seeing early in the season from this team? Maybe we don't see on the floor, like in practice and things like that you see improvements and make you feel like, hey, this is going to be a good product by the end of the season?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the idea that we are taking really great steps in the direction of being coachable and following really detailed scouting reports.
Okay.
I mean, we may try to get an adjustment in the second half. The girls who are left-handed, we were trying to jump their left hand completely. Like, let's jump their left hand. And once we came out second half, our girls bought into that completely, took away the left hand, and then it was really tough for them to finish with their offhand. And so just little things like that. I mean, communication, we've been talking about that all year since the beginning. It's getting better, and I think we can tell that our cohesion is starting to gel together, and we're just starting to become an even better team from when we started.
It looked great today, obviously, on both sides of the floor in the 93-46 win. Okay, so I talked to Taylor Williams after the game. She had the great performance, and we talked Thanksgiving. We talked about the meal yesterday, and she was talking about all the pie that they had and the great food with Coach PaK. You actually did Thanksgiving cooking on your own, right?
I did.
Talk about that.
It's my very first time cooking Thanksgiving. I've actually always been at Coach PaK's house for the last 6 years, besides COVID.
Okay.
I've always been at his house, so that was different. But I just decided this year that, I'm 25 now, to try to cook something, and so I cooked the whole spread, and my mom came out, and it was really good, and it was really nice to have family. But it was a lot of work.
What was the toughest thing? See, I don't cook. I eat. I take out the trash. I help with the dishes and things like that. But what is the tough part there on just the preparation and all that?
The toughest part is honestly trying to time everything so that it's done at the same time. It's not even necessarily like cooking stuff. It's trying to make sure that, okay, I got to cook this for this long at this heat, this for this long, and trying to make sure it's kind of all done at the same time so you can eat it all at once when it's hot.
Sounds like a game plan.
Yeah.
Like with coaching.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, we are so glad to have you along with Coach PaK with us here for West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs will play tomorrow. We'll get a chance to see you again. You take on Western Colorado. Just a quick preview of that one.
We know that we watched a lot of film, and we actually watched film just here, and that they're going to be a scrappy team. They're going to play girls who can all play on the perimeter a little bit. And so we're kind of going to try to go with the same game plan. And just like we said, we feel like our posts can guard guards and our guards can guard posts. And so we're going to try to use that to our advantage and still come out just as aggressive as we came out today on offense.
Okay, we're looking forward to that one. Michaela Connor, great coach, great former player, and great cook as well.
Thank you.
So we'll step aside, take a time out. When we come back, we'll have the halftime stats for you. West Texas A&M men lead this one at the break, 35-23 over Oklahoma Baptist. We're back after these messages on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, This is the Lone Star Conference.
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train long, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center at the half. West Texas A&M leads Oklahoma Baptist. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Oklahoma Baptist was really stymied from the floor over the first 15 minutes, but they finished strong to shoot 32% from the floor. However, just 8 made field goals, 8 of 25. They were 3 of 9 from three-point range and just 4 of 8 from the line. The Buffaloes, 13 of 30 from the floor, 7 of 15 from three-point range. 5 of those 7, courtesy of Larry Wise. Zach Toussaint knocked down the other 2. Wise, 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. Buffs just 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Buffs out rebounding the Bison in a big way, 22-13. 10 of those 22 rebounds coming on the offensive end, leading to 11 second chance points. Neither team has committed many turnovers. In fact, each team has committed 6. Here's the way the individual scoring and rebounding breaks down. For Oklahoma Baptist, Nigel Wilcox has 1 rebound and 2 fouls. Justin Tinney with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 fouls. Jaquan Sims with 6 points and 1 rebound. Burke Putnam with 7 points and 1 rebound. Trey Green with 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 fouls. DJ Freeman with 2 points, 3 boards, and 1 foul. For the Buffaloes, Jesse Awuzie, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Julius Brown, 2 points, 2 fouls. Zach Toussaint, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Hayden Blankley with 3 rebounds and 1 foul. Larry Wise with a game-high 17 points, 1 rebound, and 2 fouls. Dalen Williams, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Kevon Booker, 2 points, 7 rebounds, 1 foul. Cameron Bell, 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 foul. Addison Wallace has been whistled for 1 foul. Buff's biggest lead has been 17. Oklahoma Baptist led early for a 2-point lead. Buffs have had a 14-point scoring run. Oklahoma Baptist down the stretch had a 9-point scoring run, and the Buffs lead it at the half, 35-23. And Lucas Kinsey, your impressions of the first half?
Well, it's interesting. Oklahoma Baptist at the end of that half felt like they were starting to get the momentum back. They were playing tough defense. They cut it to 8, 7 points, somewhere in there. And then Zach Toussaint, who had not been making his shots, hits 2 threes. He's only got 6 points at halftime, but how big were those threes that he hit? Because now you're facing the 12-point deficit if you're OBU. And remember, they still have both 2 of their stronger big men that have 3 fouls each. So they got to be careful when they start the second half. For WT in the second half, offensively, they're going to eventually need to find a little more scoring distribution, because it's been Larry Wise, 17 points. Everybody else has been average offensively today.
Oklahoma Baptist had trimmed the Buffs' lead to 6 when Zach Toussaint hit those 2 threes.
Yeah.
That bumped us up to the 12-point advantage that the Buffs currently enjoy as we get ready to start the second half. Toussaint, Brown, Dalen Williams, Awuzie, and Wise on the floor for the Buffaloes. As we mentioned, Hayden Blankley went off the court gingerly late in the first half. And looking over at the bench right now, I don't see him over there.
Yeah, that's not good for Hayden for the Buffs.
For the Bison, they'll put on the floor Green, Freeman, Putnam, Wilcox, and Sims.
So the challenge for OBU is, how do they find ways to score the basketball? Because 23 points and a half, that's not good.
It's not going to do it, especially when you're averaging 77. Buffs basketball to start. Brown on the wing.
Good defense by Putnam. He's not letting Larry touch the ball.
Brown double team now. Goes to Williams, lobs it inside to Awuzie. And Awuzee's going to be fouled. He was knocked off balance.
And that's what I was talking about at the end of the first half. They are being very physical with Jesse in the paint. That looked like a travel, but the official saw a foul before he slipped and took steps.
And Nigel Wilcox just picked up his 3rd foul. So 3 OBU players with 3 fouls. Fresh 20 for the Buffs. Here's Wise. Wants to drive. Inside to Williams. 2 pump fakes. Goes up, and it's a goaltend.
Goaltending! And so good hands inside for Dalen Williams. Also, great patience.
Everybody up!
He could tell that defender was just waiting to jump up and block his shot, so he waits until there was an opening.
Williams with 4 points. Tom Brown says something to Kevin McGill. Jason Eaker's quickly off the bench and at midcourt listening in.
He's plopping up a seat next to Brad over there on the scores table.
Here's Green, drives on Wise, pulls up, puts it up, won't go. Williams with the rebound, that's his 3rd. Here come the Buffs, wide open. Juju for 3, it won't go. Bison come down with the rebound. Just underway here in the second half. Buffs lead 37-23. Wilcox gives it to Sims from 15, knocks it down.
Smooth shot. He uses his quickness, the advantage on the matchup against Dalen Williams.
12-point Buff lead. Matches what it was at the half.
Sims is the leading scorer for OBU right now with 8.
Here's Awuzie. Turns around, puts it up, short. E.J. Freeman with the defense and the rebound.
That was freshman versus freshman right there.
Here's Sims. Guarded by Toussaint. Gets some distance and knocks it down.
Okay, Bison are heating up now.
10-point lead. Brown up top, left side to Toussaint. Pull up from 15, too strong. There's Awuzie with the rebound and the putback.
Rebound and score! Jesse Awuzie!
Back to a 12-point lead for WT.
His strength and athleticism, it is a luxury. Glad to have him on our side. For West Texas A&M, it's a problem for opposing teams.
Sims, pull up, won't go. Wise with the rebound. Buffs have numbers. Williams to Wise, outside to Brown. Wise on the baseline. Underneath to Dalen. Off the glass and in.
Yeah, that's a good no call. And actually they did. The official just came in and did call that on Trey Green. I thought initially he left too early. I mean, I don't know if you say it's an intentional flop or not, but there's contact made. Look at this replay. You're going to see Green, he just starts to leave a little too soon. Williams finishes the shot.
Now that's a warning, is it not?
Okay, so just a warning in that the next time.
Second time it's a foul.
Okay.
Bison basketball. Here's Putnam. Wants to drive, spins on Brown, puts it up and in. Oh, my. How do you stop that spin?
Shows you how quick he is because Juju was draped all over it.
There's a miss on the Buffs end of the floor. Down the other way, Putnam. He'll do it again. Drives. Can't get this one to go, but Tenney gets the offensive rebound. Fresh 20 in the paint. Sims tried to pass when he probably should have put up a shot. Toussaint from way out there. Can't get that one to go. And we've got an OBU timeout. 16:01 to play in the second. Buffs lead it 41-29. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Well, we were at a 12-point deficit at halftime. It was a 12-point lead for WT, 12-point deficit for OBU. 12 points is where we stand right now, 41-29. West Texas A&M leading Oklahoma Baptist here in Game 3 today. The WT PaK-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic. Lucas Kinsey alongside Kent Johnson, our producer today, producer director Jacob Griffin of the Thunder Vision team. We're glad to have you with us today. And Kent, this has been entertaining. Both of these teams right now, I think offensively would say this hasn't been our prettiest performance, but you're getting such good effort and hustle and grit on the defensive end. It's kind of hard for the offenses, right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, the Buffs in this half shooting 3 of 8, Oklahoma Baptist 3 of 6, but the defense has been in your pocket the entire game. Oklahoma Baptist hasn't made the mistake of going to a zone against the Buffs. Although looking at Larry Wise's stats, you wouldn't know that.
Right.
Been a fun game. Putnam up court against Brown.
That's been a fun matchup today.
Buffs double team as Williams comes over to help. Outside Putnam for 3. And he's woken up in the second half. Burke Putnam now has 12. Wise for the Buffs. Up top. Working on Wilcox. Long 3, no good.
Yeah, you got to be careful if you're WT. You can't do that too often. I mean, where basically 4 players are standing there taking a breather and saying, Larry, you go score. Got to keep that ball movement going. But really this lineup on the floor right now, Kent, you don't have as many scoring options. You got Juju that can get to the rack, Larry that's a scorer. The other 3 are more defensive players.
And we've got a charge.
OBU foul.
This is going against Tenney. That's going to be his 4th. Team foul number 2 against the Bison this half, and we've got a timeout. 14:51 to play in the second. Buffs lead it 41-32. You're watching the WT PaK-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Well, welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Look at the WT bench as they talk things over. And I don't know, Kent, 41-32, it's a little sluggish right now. I mean, this feels like, I have a similar feeling from yesterday watching the Dallas Cowboys game. I mean, it's just like, it's good. There's good things going, and the Buffs have the 9-point lead, but not a lot of efficiency.
The second half especially, it's like both teams have come out and said, okay, you're not going to get any easy buckets, and that's slowed down the offensive progress, especially for WT. It's been a defensive ball game. Both teams, I think, would tell you they're not scoring what they thought they could be. But having said that, Burke Putnam in the first 3.5 minutes of the second half has started to show what he's capable of. Austin Shelley in the lineup for the Buffs, replacing Zach Toussaint. Speaking of Austin Shelley, how about a long three? It's not going down.
Climbing the ladder to get that rebound. Elevated. It was impressive there for Jaquan Sims.
Putnam drives the lane.
Yeah,
that was too easy.
He's putting his team on his back right now, and it's working.
Well, he averages 24. Only had 6 at the half. He's up to 14 now. Wise, strong to the hoop.
Larry Wise!
His first bucket of the second half. He's up to 19.
How's it go? Anything you can do, I can do better.
Here's Putnam. Watch the spin. How about a fadeaway?
Man.
Wow. We're watching a highlight reel now.
We're watching some really good basketball players go at it. Larry Wise, and on the other side, Burke Putnam. And now Coach Eaker screaming for a defensive stop, and they're going to go 2-3 matchup zone here. Probably the right idea, I guess, when you got players in foul trouble.
Here's Booker with 7 on the shot clock. Knocked down. That's going to be 4 on the big guy. Actually, that's 5. Nope, 4. No, 5 if it's on 15.
The Bisons, Justin 10, whistle for the trigger.
Yep.
That's his 5th personal foul.
6'9" is departing the ball game.
OBU just so frustrated because they felt like Kevon, they had him out of control. He put it on the floor with the defense.
And you just mentioned they went to that matchup zone trying to protect the bigs inside with their fouls, and 10 still picked up number 5. Fresh 20 for the Buffs. Wise outside Toussaint for 3, too strong. Cameron Bell goes over the back trying to secure that rebound.
Cameron Bell with his 2nd personal foul.
His 2nd, Buffs' 1st of the half.
So this becomes a very big possession here for both teams. It's a 7-point lead. OBU has been really doing what they want offensively last several possessions. They finally got that stop that Coach Eaker was screaming for down there, and his team, again, KJ, they are battling their tails off because they're missing 2 of their starting players. 29 points a game they're missing today. Between Brantley Thompson and Harrison Stoddard.
Here's Green on the wing, guarded by Wallace. To Putnam. Puts up a shot.
Okay.
Knocks it down.
Yeah.
Well, they had in the first half. Toussaint was guarding him. Now they're trying with Julius Brown. And there's a turnover.
Yeah, Trey Green with great hands comes over and double teams Kevon and just steals it away.
Bison down by 5. Putnam picks up his dribble, gets it to Green with 7. Quickly back to Putnam. Drives the lane, pull up from 12.
this performance right now that we're seeing in the second half, KJ, we talked about David Chavlovic earlier today. This is reminding me of it in terms of a player just saying, okay, the heck with it. I'm going to take the ball, and I'm going to score. Look at this. I mean, this is great defense by Juju. Then they switch off with Wallace. You give just a little bit of a space, and it's buckets.
Chavlovesque is the way we will term it. 13 second-half points for Burke Putnam. Buffs talk it over. Their lead trimmed to 3. You're watching the WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Oklahoma Baptist huddled up right there, talking with head coach Jason Eaker. The Bison battling today against West Texas A&M. They have trailed by as many as 17 points today. That was early in this game. But right now you see the score. It's a 3-point ball game. WT has gone cold. OBU on a 13-2 run over the last 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Well, we'll see if the Buffs have come up with an answer for the quiz named Burke Putnam.
Yeah, Burke Putnam, 8 of 16 from the field. And he's only made 1 3. He's only taken 2. He's 1 for 2 from the three-point line. He's putting it on the floor. If he can't get to the rim, that pull-up jump shot is lethal.
Here's Wallace. He'll take an open 3. That's short. Aweezy with the rebound. Jesse kicks it back out to Wallace. He'll take another 3. It's short. Toussaint with the rebound. Wallace out there. I bet he doesn't shoot a 3 this time. Pulls up from 15. Knocks it down.
Okay.
Addison Wallace.
First bucket of the game for Addison. 5-point lead at 45-40 Buffalo.
See if OBU tries to create some ball screens for Putnam.
How about a little backdoor cut by Jaquan Sims?
Only 23 points at halftime for OBU. Much better second half offensively for the Bison.
Here's Wallace. They're daring him to shoot it.
Yeah.
He puts up a 3 and misses.
Well, mentally that starts to get with you a little bit. It's tough to miss those shots. And we saw Addison hit the 2-pointer, but he's struggling from the perimeter today.
3-point game, Buffs, led by as many as 17 in the first. Up 45-42 now as we approach the 10-minute mark, and Jesse Weezy has a steal, takes it in and misses, but there's Larry Wise with the follow.
Great hustle, and all of that takes place because of the defensive pressure that WT applied.
How far did Aweezy advance with 2 steps going in for the lay-in? Here's Green. Cross court to Freeman. 6 on the shot clock. Putnam over in this corner. Weezy steps up, and he's going to take a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. And Tom Brown is pained to see that one happen.
Hustle play, but a freshman, a youngster mistake right there. Jesse's thinking, Coach Brown, I was about to make that steal. Instead, it was a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Buffs go a little bigger with Dalen Williams checking in, replacing Toussaint. Dribble drive, and I think we're going to get Williams with the block. Nope, they got Aweezy, his second. Team foul number 3 for the Buffs in this half.
I've been impressed with DJ Freeman today. Kent, the freshman.
Yeah, he's fluid.
Quick first step. He's got some sweet shoes as well. The shoe game, I mean, you see the players nowadays, and pretty impressive. And
knocks down the first.
I can tell you because I've got a daughter that has skis for feet.
I don't think she would appreciate knowing her dad's telling Buff Nation that.
She's a great kid and a beautiful young lady, but
she has good balance.
She has great balance. Size 10 in men's shoes, and they're expensive. These basketball shoes. You're kidding me.
Sims knocks them both down. It's back to a 3-point game, 47-44. OBU, 6 of their last 6 from the floor. Here's Brown to Wallace. Inside, Williams can't get it to go. His own follow won't go. Oweezy misses. Wallace gets the offensive board. His putback is in.
Addison Wallace.
Cleburne native puts the Buffs back up 5. Offensive rebounds.
3 of them on that possession. That is really hurting the Bison.
15 of the Buffs' 29 rebounds on the offensive end. Shot missed by Freeman. Brown with the rebound. Ahead to Wallace. Open 3, short. Williams can't get the rebound. Instead, it comes down to the Bison's Wilcox. Putnam takes it in, spins it off the glass and in. You mentioned David Chavlovic. That's what he used to do, is spin the ball off the glass.
Well, and Putnam just made that shot over 6'9" Dalen Williams.
While going down. Oh, Oweezy goes in strong, goes down hard, and he'll go to the line. This foul is going to be called against Jack Pruitt, his first. Team foul number 4 against the Bison. Jesse Oweezy goes to the line, shooting twice.
Look at this one. Kent comes down. Bonk. Jesse's tough. He got right back up. See if he can make these free throws.
Knocks down the first.
So today, Oweezy 8 points, 8 rebounds, has an assist,
3 steals,
and 1 block.
That's all aspects right there. All he needs to do is step down and knock down a 3. But I don't think we need to ask him to do that.
Good point.
Oweezy hits them both. Buffs lead back up to 5 at 51-46. Buffs led by 17 at one point. Lead was trimmed to 3. Now it's back up to 5. That's the Buffs' way of keeping 1,157 fans in the seats.
Okay, so Julius Brown's getting a breather. That means Addison Wallace, your turn to try and guard Burt Putnam.
Putnam gets by Wallace, who was caught out by a screen, but Booker comes over to help out. Green goes baseline outside to Putnam. 4 on the shot clock. Putnam goes up, passes inside to Nigel Wallace, who slams it home.
That's an incredible look from Putnam. 3 defenders, with reason. We're all focusing on Burt Putnam, and that left a wide open player on the backside.
He drove in, and everyone collapsed. Wilcox floats in behind. 3-point game. 7:30 to play. Booker, turnaround, too strong. Freeman with the rebound. And I don't know I'd go so far as to say momentum has swung, but Oklahoma Baptist has gained some momentum they did not have in the first half.
If they get a bucket here, it is going to swing because they're either going to be trailing by just 1, or if they hit a 3, it'll be tied.
Well, Green tries to tie it. Doesn't do it. Wallace gets the rebound for WT. Outlet to Tucson. Back to Addison. Shelley in the corner. His 3 no good, and they're going to get Dalen Williams for pushing off inside. For Dalen, that's number 1. 4th team foul against WT, and we got a full timeout on the floor. 6:49 to play in the second. Buffs lead it, but it's close, 51-48. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
They're 68%, we're 28.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Got West Texas A&M going at it against OBU. Quick joke time here for you, Kent. Okay, what did the Buffalo say to his boy when he left for school? Bye, son. There you go. You like that one, Jacob? Jacob Griffin liked that.
Courtesy of
my son, because we've got the Buffalo against the Bison
yes,
today.
Yes, we do. That's a good one.
There you go.
Well, I tell you what the difference in this game is in the second half, Lucas. First half, it was all WT. Second half, the Buffs, 28% from the floor. 7 of 25. Oklahoma Baptist, 11 of 16, 68% from the floor. Buffs, though, out-rebounding the Bison, 34-24, 18 of those 34 on the offensive end, 19 second-chance points for WT.
We're going to put a little more length here on Putnam as Larry Wise comes out and guards him.
Here's Green. Gets it inside to Wilcox. Guarded by Booker. 9 on the shot clock. And Booker forces the turnover. Wilcox steps out of bounds.
It's a good job of moving his feet there for Kavan. And OBU has 2 missed opportunities that lead his state at 3 the last 2 possessions.
Wallace started the drive. Tries it again. Now he's going to pull it out. Guarded by Green. Wallace spins. He wants the shot. Can't get it to go.
That was good defense by Green. And maybe Wallace forced that one a little bit.
Now we got Wise on Putnam. Trying to solve the riddle. Freeman up top, right side to Green. Shot clock at 10. Inside to Wilcox. They'll try it again. This time he gets Booker down. And Booker just got...
Now see, okay, I'll be honest with you. That's probably a no call. But there was contact on that one. Wilcox with an emphatic dunk. But he cleared some space there.
Wasn't enough to send Booker into the far corner.
Kavan lost his balance. He lost his footing, and he looked not as athletic as what number 11 truly is.
And Kavan received his warning for the flop. 5:30 to play. Buffs by 1. Here's Wise. Open 3. Won't go. Oweezy thought he had the ball. Got it taken away.
And I'm not sure how that one wasn't a travel on the rebound.
Shot in and out, no good. Green with the rebound, kicks it out to Putnam. Juju kicks it out of bounds.
The last time the Bison led, 19:42 to play in the first half when they led 2-0.
They hit the first shot, yep. Still trail by 1. But the mountain is starting to tilt their direction.
Yeah. They're going to post up here. Cameron Bell mismatch inside.
Putnam turns it over. Oweezy forced the turnover. Brown comes up with the ball. Juju, a turnaround. It won't go. The bucket has gotten cold. And Oweezy's called for over the back. That's his third.
That's a very difficult shot that Juju just took because it's a fadeaway, but your eyes aren't even turned. I mean, he doesn't know where the basket was until he's turned and there's a defender with a hand in his face. So it stays at a 1-point game. And this, right now, the pace of the game, the score 51-50, whose favor is that?
Favors Oklahoma Baptist. Possession by possession and stoppages between possessions. There's a dribble drive off the glass, and Jaquan Sims has given the Bison their second lead of the game and their first since the 1942 mark of the first.
Sliced and diced the Buffs defense there.
Can the Buffs answer? Juju from 14 gets it to go.
Julius Brown.
Tom Brown calls timeout. 53-52 our score, 4:13 to play in the second. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Classic. Check it out.
Yep, front rim, friendly bounce at home. We'll take it.
Gotta love Thanksgiving basketball. You're watching Buff Basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
Well, the fans are enjoying this one. Kent Johnson and I are enjoying this one. We hope you are too if you're watching on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. 53-52, West Texas A&M and Oklahoma Baptist, and an in-region game right here.
Yes, it is. And a lot of fun. The Buffs had things going their way in the first half. Oklahoma Baptist showing why they're picked in the preseason poll to win the Great American Conference. Fought back in the second half.
Hey, some noise, Buff fans.
Led briefly, the Buffs backed up one, but this one far from over.
Well, some strong performances today for OBU, not just Burt Putnam with his 22 points, but how about Jaquan Sims? Back-to-back double-digit performances for him. He's got 14 points, the senior from Covington, Georgia, 14 points on 6 of 12 shooting.
Trey Green to inbound, and he does to Burt Putnam, who brings the Bison up court. Wise still on Putnam. Sims gets free of Bell for a moment. Now Brown on Putnam. Shot clock at 7, and we got a charge. Who'd they call it against?
On Putnam.
It's going against DJ Freeman.
Oh, okay. So they called the illegal screen.
Called the screen.
Okay.
The signal was the hand behind the head, similar to a charge, but it can also be an illegal screen.
I was watching Putnam with the ball, and he kind of got his off arm up, but it was his teammate who came over and set the screen.
Buff lead stays at 1, 3:49 to play.
Do you think it was a coaching decision on switching off with Larry Wise guarding Putnam instead of Juju, or do you think Larry said, hey, let me guard him for a while?
Well, a couple possessions ago, Wise was on Putnam as well. Juju had been trying, and Putnam had been having his way, and they switched off.
Yeah, 5'10" against 6'3", and Larry.
At that time, he had Wise on, and then they switched off because of the screen. Here's Brown to Wise in the corner. Wise had 17 in the first. He's got 4 in the second. Tucson, 3 won't go. Oweezy has the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball, and it's Oklahoma Baptist possession.
And Tom Brown is.
That was a quick whistle.
Puzzled, saying, wait a minute, my guy took it and then was trying to dunk it.
Yeah, that was a quick whistle.
But they're going to give him credit. Here's the replay.
Both have it at once, but how long do you need it?
That's probably.
Wow.
It depends. Hard to tell.
Did he make a football-like play? 3.5 to play. Buffs by 1. Putnam to Wilcox. Now Sims. Back to Putnam. Wise guards him. Larry all over him. Step back three, no good. Rebound tracked down by Wilcox.
It's a big offensive rebound by Wilcox.
A fresh 20, and we're down to 3 to play. Wise goes over the screen. They go to Green. Underneath. Ooh, ho! DJ Freeman says hello. Nice inlet pass. Freeman got behind the Buff defense, and the Bison have the lead. 2:40 to play. And Freeman and Oweezy really going at it under the bucket. Shot clock to 10. Wise turns around, puts it up and in.
He's such a good offensive player. The Bison are so athletic, and so what does Larry do? He uses the old shot fake.
Buffs by 1, 55-54, 2:12 to play in the second.
It's not cool, not going to get you on Sports Center, but kids use the shot fake.
Putnam kicks it out to Wilcox. Right wing Freeman with 5 on the shot clock. Juju steals away. Pass was intended for Sims, and Brown came in from behind and stole the ball.
That was a big defensive play by Julius Brown.
Inside of 2 minutes to play, Buffs by 1. Shot clock at 15. Brown on the baseline. Kicks it out to Tucson. Pump fake. Little floater. Won't go. And the Bison come up with the rebound. Nigel Wilcox pulled that one down. 1:20 to play. Buffs by 1. At one point, they led by 17. Putnam gets around everybody and takes it in for the reverse.
There was only one way he was making that shot, Kent, and it's exactly what he did. It was the most difficult way.
Man. Bison by 1. 1 minute to play. Wise outside. He wants to do it himself. 9 on the shot clock. Goes to Brown. Brown, step back, knock it down. Tom Brown calls the timeout. 43 seconds to play, Buffs by 1.
There's a lot of big shots being made right now. Juju, Brown here, look at this. This is difficult. Got to get just a little bit of space with the 6'3" defender, arm up in his face, and he still makes the jump shot. So now WT leads by 1, 57-56, 43.8 seconds to play. Defensively, what do you do if you're WT? Putnam has been so good with his dribble penetration. In the game, Kent has only made 4 3-pointers. So can you double team the basketball and gamble and leave a shot open on the perimeter?
I don't know that Oklahoma Baptist is going to beat you with a 3.
So you double team.
But I don't think you want to foul on the drive and take the chance of the and one.
Boy, the Bison have gotten hot. They're shooting 49% for the game.
Oh, yes. And second half, they've really lit it up. Putnam with 20 of his 24 here in the second half. There they get open, shot put up and in by Wilcox.
Well, that was easy money.
Shot clock, game clock virtually identical. 25 seconds to play. Buffs trail by 1. Brown to Tucson. Zach, turnaround, short. Williams with the rebound. He wants to go up. He does. He can't get it. Gets the finger roll with 10 to play. Dalen Williams would not give up. And on his second putback, he gets it in.
Now is OBU going to call for a timeout?
Everybody out!
No, they're not, Kent, because they don't have any timeouts remaining. Here's a look at this. Williams fighting. Missed it and then went in against 2 Bison defenders and tapped it in with his left hand, so there's 10.3 seconds left.
All right, let's see what Burke Putnam and company can do. Buffs by 1, 5 to play. Putnam underneath, turnover, Williams has the basketball. Buffs are going to win it. They still have to get the ball inbounds, but Dalen Williams took the ball away from Burke Putnam on the dribble drive. Do we have it here?
Wow, Dalen Williams, who would have thought the hero, potentially the hero of the game, on both ends of the floor. His hustle with the offensive tap in to give the Buffs the 1-point lead, and then defensively just taking the ball away from Burke Putnam. Here's a look at it. And really, Putnam just got too deep. He probably needed to pull up for the jump shot.
He was trying to pass out in the corner, but Dalen Williams picked him up just inside the arc and followed him underneath the big guy.
Smart play.
Wow. So who gets a piece of the pie? I mean, Burke Putnam has done an incredible job. Dalen Williams has the potential if they put a second back up on the clock. 1.4 left.
8.7 rebounds. Yeah, we might have to go with our PaK-A-Sack player of the game here to Dalen Williams, Kent.
If the Buffs can hold on here and there's not a miracle in the Bisons playbook.
Everybody up!
Now the Bison are playing for a free throw, but the Buffs need to get it inbounds quick, and Kevin McGill's not going to give them the ball yet. The Bison thought the Buffs were shooting, and the Buffs said, give us the ball to throw in. Larry Wise has to get it in. He goes deep to Toussaint. That'll do it right there as Toussaint is fouled. It's showing 1/10, but I think there should be 3/10 on the clock right now.
It was like Staubach to Drew Pearson there.
No, there was no orange coming out of the stands. That was Tony Hill on that end.
Okay.
Now, one advantage, and it played out a moment ago. The Bison are out of timeouts, but between video reviews and refs huddling up, the Bison are getting timeouts out of this.
Yeah, they're going to see how much time needs to be.
I think 0.3 is the magic number.
What a fun game this has been.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, you look here at the stat line for Dalen Williams, and there's been so many good performances. Larry Wise obviously with 23 points, but Dalen with 8 points, 7 rebounds, a shot block as well. But Kent, I mean, essentially offensively and defensively, the plays of the game.
Yeah.
When it mattered most.
So Dalen Williams, our PaK-A-Sack player of the game, they put 6/10 up there to make 7. But Zach Toussaint shooting 1 and 1. If he can knock them both down.
And you feel a lot better?
Well, they're going to take a 3, and a 3 ties it if he makes this.
Tom Brown saying don't foul.
Yep. Toussaint makes it both.
He was trying to miss that, Kent.
Yeah. All right, don't foul on the shot. It's okay to foul on the catch. Let him have a layup or throw the ball away. And the Buffs win a nail-biter, 61-58.
And this is funny. I'm watching Zach. He's like, guys, I don't know how to miss intentionally on the free throw.
I can't miss. Buffs win it 61-58. What a game we have between West Texas A&M and Oklahoma Baptist. The play of Larry Wise for the Buffaloes and Burke Putnam of Oklahoma Baptist. And down the stretch, it's the graduate transfer from tiny Stinnett, Texas, Dalen Williams, who comes up strong on both ends to secure the game for the Buffs. We're going to take a timeout and come back with our post-game wrap. Buffs win it 61-58. You're watching the PaK-A-Sack WT Thanksgiving Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries. When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Well, if you like early season tense basketball, we just had another one for West Texas A&M as they defeat Oklahoma Baptist 61-58. And if you watched the first half and then decided to go out and mow the yard or have a second piece of pie, and then you came back, you found Oklahoma Baptist leading by 1 with less than 30 seconds to play. That's because in the second half, OBU shot 69% from the floor, 16 of 23. Their All-American guard, Burke Putnam, who played all 40 minutes, scored 20 of his 24 points in the second half. But in the final 10 seconds, when the Buffs needed a play, it was Dalen Williams, who came off the bench today, put up a shot, missed, would not be denied, got the offensive rebound, 1 of 4 offensive boards the Stinnett native had, put it back up, scored, then went the other way and stole the ball from Putnam in the closing seconds to secure the win for WT. Zach Toussaint went to the line to nail 2 free throws in the final half second to account for the margin of victory. So the Buffs take a 61-58 win here to run their record to 7-1 on the season. Oklahoma Baptist falls to 3-2. And let's take a look at the team stats. Oklahoma Baptist for the game from the floor, 24 of 48, That's 50%. They were 4 of 13 for 30% from three-point range, 6 of 10 from the line. The Buffaloes, 24 of 66 from the floor for 36%. They shot 43% in the first half, just 30% in the second, 36% for the game, 7 of 28 from the three-point line, 25%. They were 7 of 15 at the half, 0 for 13 in the second half. 6 of 9 from the line. The Buffs out-rebound the Bisons 36-31. Of those 36 rebounds, 20 of them were from the offensive end. They converted that into 21 second-chance points, and that was a key to victory today for the Buffaloes. The Bison committed 13 turnovers. The Buffs just 7 turnovers. The Bison 10 points off turnovers to just 7 for West Texas. Both teams scored 28 points in the paint. Second chance points, Oklahoma Baptist had 5. West Texas A&M 21 second chance points, again coming off of 20 offensive rebounds. The Buffs bench outscored the Bison 15-6. Buffs' biggest lead was 17 at the 8-minute mark of the first half. The Bison led by 2. Their biggest lead, that was at the 1942 mark, but they led by 1 twice in the closing 2 minutes. Buffs had a 14-point run late in the first half. The Bison had a 9-point run late in the first half. The Buffs led for 36 minutes, 36 seconds. The Bison for just 148, but much of the Bison's 148 was in the final 2 minutes of the ball game. Buffs led at the half 35-23. The Bison outscored the Buffs in the second half 35-26, but WT holds on to prevail 61-58. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we're waiting for Tom Brown and Dalen Williams to come up and visit with us. You're watching Buffalo basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Buffs!
Welcome to MetaDrive Pharmacy, Canyon's hometown pharmacy for over 32 years. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to counsel you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly, professional service and the highest quality medicines and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
This is what a new heart valve looks like. This is what a bypassed artery looks like. And this is what a repaired aortic aneurysm looks like. The BSA Heart and Vascular Team is here to help you live life to the fullest. From our state-of-the-art cardiac technologies to our dedicated heart specialists, our goal is to help you take the very best care of your heart so you can enjoy everything else that matters to you. BSA for life.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At Physicians Surgical Hospitals, our skilled orthopedic experts are using advanced robotic surgeries to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
A smile is understood in any language. It represents joy, love, and shows you care. At Full Smile Dental, our mission is to build lifelong relationships one smile at a time by providing accessible, compassionate, quality care with the personal touch of friendship. Come see us at Full Smile Dental, located in Canyon, Amarillo, Dumas, and Dalhart, and ask us about our free Whitening for Life program.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
How do you make something that's already fresh even fresher? By adding fresh new things, like crisp pico de gallo for a little kick, and creamy cilantro lime sauce for that extra whoa. And pepper jack cheese because, of course, all on top of 2 fresh beef patties, or with chicken on a brioche bun. Whataburger's limited time pico de gallo burger and new pico de gallo chicken sandwiches. Good thing for fresh things. Good thing there's Whataburger.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Well, welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Buffs win it 61-58 over Oklahoma Baptist. Let's take a quick look at the individual statistics. First, our visitors from OBU, Nigel Wilcox, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4 fouls. Justin Tan with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and he fouled out. Shaquan Sims, 14 points, 2 rebounds. Burke Putnam, the star of the second half, 24 points, 3 rebounds. Trey Green with 4 points, 4 rebounds, 3 fouls. DJ Freeman with 6 points, 9 rebounds. And Jack Pruitt had 1 personal foul. For the Buffaloes, Jesse Oweezy had 9 points, 8 rebounds. Julius Brown, 6 points, 1 rebound. Zach Toussaint, 8 points, 3 boards. Hayden Blankley had 3 big rebounds. Larry Wise had 17 first-half points, finished with 23 to go with 3 boards and 3 assists. Dalen Williams, our PaK-A-Sack player of the game, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Kevon Booker with 2 points, 7 rebounds. Cameron Bell, 1 and 1. Addison Wallace with 4 points and 1 rebound. And Austin Shelley had 6.5 minutes of action. And joining us now, the head coach of the Buffaloes, Tom Brown. And first, congratulations on the win and an excellent display of resiliency by your team.
Yeah, we did. That's a very good Oklahoma Baptist team, and we were in a dogfight from the probably the 10-minute mark of the second half. You know, it's one of those things we've got to learn from. We were up big right away, and we talked about it. And I don't know if some of our guys maybe thought, hey, this is going to be easy, but Larry was really knocking down some shots, and we got a nice lead. Let's take advantage of that, and let's build on it. And I don't know if we really did that. I think we just kind of let them sneak back into the game, and that's a very good team. I mean, they're very, very deliberate. They're going to run a set every time. They've got about 800 different sets. And, you know, that number 5, Putnam, got hot. But I thought Larry did a nice job on kind of shutting him down a little bit. And we missed some assignments, but, you know, you got to play. Anytime you can get a win, Kent, you're going to take it. And that's a team that was coming over here wanting to play in this tournament. And it's something that, you know, they had a little chip on their shoulder because they had a starter out. And it was something that those backup guys, they only played 7 guys, and they played 6 guys. One guy only played 2 minutes. And so they played 6 guys, and their big center only played 14 minutes. So I give those guys a lot of credit. As hard as they played, they really hung around, and we've got to be able to put teams away a little bit sooner. But, again, our guys really came through, too. Dalen with a big play at the end.
Well, you talk about the big play on this end, but his play offensively to give you the lead, putting up the shot, fighting for that offensive rebound.
Yep.
He had 4. Your team, 20 of their 36 rebounds on the offensive end. You get 21 second chance points.
Yeah, and that was big from Kevon to Jesse to Dalen, and that ball got tipped around I think once or twice, and then Dalen finally put it back in. But that was a huge play, as well as the stop. I mean, the stop was huge, just smothering 5 and not giving him the pass and playing the ball, playing it the right way. And he made a couple big plays for us. We're really proud of him, and as well as everybody. I mean, we didn't have our best game tonight, and we still found a way to win.
You mentioned Larry Wise guarding Putnam. You started the game with Julius Brown guarding, and then you actually go to a bigger player guarding a very mobile player, and then down the stretch, the final play, Dalen picked him up just inside the arc and shadowed him to the bucket.
Yeah, and we were switching 1 through 5, and, you know, we trust our big guys. I think our big guys can really move their feet, all 3 of them, Kevon, you know, Dalen and Jesse, and as long as you don't get out of position, it's hard to score over those guys. They're pretty big, and they're very mobile, and so that's an advantage that we have, and we've got to be able to use that, and I think we did a great job with that. And then, you know, Larry made a good pass deep. Zach caught it. And funny thing is, Zach tried to miss that second one.
He doesn't know how.
Well, he does know how, because I'm looking at his stats right now. He was 2 of 13. But, yes, he didn't know how to miss a free throw tonight, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So, you know, you can smile about that, but it is stuff that we got to work. And sometimes it is hard to miss a shot when you have to miss it, because you have to hit the rim.
You do.
You know, if he would have shot it and didn't hit the rim, you know, then they get it out of bounds, and then they only need a 2 to tie it. I thought them throwing it inside the circle, I thought that game was over. Even if they throw it out for a 3, time would have expired. So, again, we work on situations a lot in practice, and I think our guys did a great job down the stretch executing.
Well, congratulations on the win. I know you want to scout this next one. Southwestern Oklahoma has good length that they put out on the floor, and Terry Evans, an outstanding coach.
Yeah, they go up and down, and so this will be a fun one to watch. And Eastern with their new coach, and it'll be an interesting ball game, that's for sure. And looking forward to getting out tomorrow. And whether we win or lose, have maybe a little bit better efforts.
Sounds good.
Our
Tom.
effort was good, but maybe our execution.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well,
Thanks,
you can't discount the hustle tonight. Great job. We're going to get one of these hustlers in here now. As Tom Brown slides out, we're going to get Dalen Williams in his place. Our next game up, which will be at 7:30 tonight, will feature the Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds against the Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State University. We're now joined for the first time this year by the Buffs big guy. Big guy coming off the bench, Dalen Williams from Stinnett, Texas. You know you have a role on the team. You're not necessarily the scorer, but you could almost say you're the hustler. Everyone hustles, but the last 20 seconds of that ball game, you got the ball in the paint. You wanted to put up that hook shot, which is your bread and butter. You miss. You go after the ball twice, bad at it, secure the ball, score, and then down at the other end, you strip the ball from the guy that had actually single-handedly brought Oklahoma Baptist back in the game. Talk a little bit about how you go about all that, because that's a lot for anybody, but you normally have a guard doing that.
Yes, sir. It was a little bit tough. The play before I actually got beat, I let myself get back screen, and that really dug at me a little bit. I knew I needed to make a play. I didn't know in what capacity that would be. I can't remember who shot it, but it came off short. I was able to get the offensive rebound. I was looking for an outlet. My hook shot came open. Took it. It was left. I was able to go up and get that offensive rebound and put it in. I'm not very impressed with my defense tonight. I feel like I did a lot of things bad, but I'm glad that in the moment I was able to make a couple good plays there at the end.
You talk about wanting to make a play, but you can't just – it's not like football where you can go out and bull rush somebody and make a play. You were in a situation where you were down by one. You can't foul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a tough play. Especially sometimes the refs will call that if you're not careful. And I was fortunate enough the ball came off clean and I was able to get it without any contact. I had already gotten called earlier in the game for a push off on an offensive rebound, and but I think in a moment like that you have to go for it. I mean, you have to play aggressive, and I think you'll get most of the calls when you play aggressive like that. I don't think it was me by any means. I think a lot of different guys stepped up tonight that needed to step up. Like was mentioned earlier, we weren't scoring the ball like we normally do, and some of the guys that really score the ball really well for us maybe had off nights, and that's going to happen. But other guys stepped into that void and really helped us out tonight.
Now, we've talked about your offensive play there, but that defensive play where Burke Putnam is driving, you weren't just camped under the cylinder waiting for him to come in. You picked him up outside the free throw line and defended him as he went in. And watching the replay, you probably saw it better than we do. He wasn't going up for a shot. He was trying to pass it out in the corner, and you simply took the ball away from him.
Yes, sir. They had gotten us on that a couple of times, and late in the shot clock or late in the game like that, we're going to switch 1 through 5, and that's something that normally I wouldn't be very comfortable with, guarding a point guard or slashing guard, but you have to step up in a moment like that. And
you'll learn in the Tom Brown game, you are a guard. It doesn't matter if you're 6'9" or 5'9". You are a guard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You played it well tonight. Buffs get the big win. Wins like this will play in your favor down the road. Knowing that you can reach into the lunchbox and pull something out when you're down.
Yes, sir. We need adversity like this. I mean, I give them a lot of credit. They were down a couple of guys, and they really fought through the end. And, we got up early, and we kind of got comfortable with what we were doing and let them creep back into the game. And when you're not making shots, you can't let people creep back into the game like that. And I think it's a really good growing moment for us, and hopefully we take this. It doesn't have to be a loss this time. We can take this and grow from it grow stronger as a team.
Now you come to the WT program from Northwestern State in Louisiana. You've played at the D1 level, but tell us what it's like playing for Tom Brown, playing Buffalo basketball.
It's like being back home. I mean, really, it is being back home for me. I was probably 11 hours from home in Louisiana. I'm from pretty close to here. I mean, the atmosphere is incredible. It's like a family. I mean, and it was like that in Louisiana. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of guys that I was really close to on the team, but I mean, we really play as a team here, and Coach Brown emphasizes that. And I think you can see it on the court. There's a lot of guys that are team players and play for the team, not for themselves. And it's fun playing for a team like that.
So we're glad to have you wearing maroon and white this year, and congratulations on the win. Big stops down the stretch, fun to watch, exciting basketball, and looking forward to more of it tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Stinnett, Texas native Dalen Williams. Again, our PaK-A-Sack Thanksgiving Classic player of the game. 8 rebounds, going 4 of 7 from the floor. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 4 on the offensive end, and 1 block shot. He also had 1 key steal down the stretch. That'll wrap up our coverage of this game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the nightcap of this evening's action when Southwestern Oklahoma State takes on Eastern New Mexico. You're watching the Thanksgiving WT PaK-A-Sack